Hello there, it's Roger Retro Gamer, back in the loft, still up here, having a sort out. I've just done a video, my favourite, sort of instantly recognisable, nostalgic, over-the-top inlays, box arts, as I've continued to have a bit of a sort out up here, I thought, oh man, how could I have forgotten that one? What about that one? That one. List is endless. So I pulled out a few more and I thought, sod it, I'm going to chill out, do another video and just drink it in, baby. The memories come flooding back. It's great. I'll tell you what, honestly, I'm one of those that get just as much out of the collection by fanning around up here, looking at it, being amongst the box art and whatnot, as much as actually playing the games. So this one is just, as I say, a follow-up to Retro Import Gamer. James, go and check him out. He did a video putting up about his sort of box arts, nostalgic, fun, standout box arts for him. So again, this is another bit of a VR. It's nice to get in amongst it and, you know, take part and do some VRs and yeah, get everyone chatting and looking at their collection and reminiscing. So firstly, this is hard for me to do, this one. This is hard for me to show, really is, because, well, it's Sony. Now, back in the day, I had a PlayStation. The missus had gone on holiday with Littlin and her family for a few days. I was at home, chilling, relaxing, enjoying the peace and quiet. And I just got Final Fantasy VII. Now, I took a punt at it. It was a bit of a risk. It wasn't my sort of game. I thought, you know, I've got some time, hassle-free time. I can get in amongst it and maybe, you know, get something out of it. Well, it didn't work out. Bloody hated it. Couldn't get on with it. Wondered what all the fuss was about. So here, Clacton Way, we've got an indoor market. Rocked down there. Wanted to trade it in. It was quite a new game out. And I hadn't seen this yet, but I knew it was coming. And I remember seeing an advert of it, and it was like Larry music, car racing around the track, and it was just like how it is. Absolutely awesome. And when I see this in there, I mean, she wanted top money for it, but I paid a few quid extra, traded in my Final Fantasy VII, and got this bad boy. And never looked back. Unlocking the licenses, just look at that. To some, it's not the best inlay, not the best artwork, but I tell you what, to me, that just spanned a whole generation. And to see on the back the new controller, DualShock compatible. Look at them graphics. Yeah, they don't stand up really that well today, but come on. I think, in my mind, Gran Turismo hasn't moved on enough from these days. The Larry music, the racing around, chasing your lap times, keeping in front of everyone else. That to me is just quality. So yeah, brilliant times. And then again, another PlayStation. What's going on with this one? Now it's an adaptation of a series, a box set series. And when it first came out, I never watched it, you know, for a lot of things, apart from like Friends, the series. Most things were for the Americans, and I never got in amongst it. Apart from X-Files, loved me X-Files. Now, this series, family had it and used to watch it, and one day I was round my mum's, and stepdad was watching it, and I was just hooked from the moment of that beep 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 beep, and then kicked off Jack Bauer doing his stuff. I just couldn't get enough of it. So soon after, I was out buying the whole box sets as far as it was, and I think it was about the third series, maybe fourth series along before I actually watched any of them. And I just couldn't get enough of it. And then found out there was this game out as well, and I was just, and what an awesome game. I mean, this tells you all you need to know. 24, the game, absolute quality, really good graphics for its time. Um, yeah, great story to it. Um, Proper looks Billy Basic now, but at the time, it was one of those licensed games that really shone, um, and did justice to the sort of the background, the theme. But yeah, great game, great artwork, looking good. Right, it's enough PlayStation business going on there. Um, let's get things right, eh? Now, this game, there was so much hype, and I absolutely loved the first one and the second. Couldn't put them down. Um, the first game, um, I always look back, it was a special time for me. I would be playing this game, listening to various music in the background, because on the hard drive of the system, I'd have loads and thousands of songs. Um, and so I'd be listening to music in the background on the phone to the other half, and playing the original game. And I absolutely loved it. It was open world, do anything, drive anything, blow anything up, or follow the storyline and have great fun. So when the second one came out, to me, it wasn't quite as good, but it was an awesome game still. And then the build up to the third game, and Terry Crews was doing the adverts, and I just thought, oh wow, on the new console, that's just going to be splendid. Um, Unfortunately, it kind of flopped um, commercially, but to me, it was an awesome game, and I recommend. It's cheap as chips now, probably a few quid, but I would say check it out. It is a GTA sort of clone, um, but it's of its own style. I absolutely love it. Gradually, you build up your orbs, and you build up your stats on your character. You get better abilities. Um, it's cel shaded graphics, so you know it's not going to age like most games. But Crackdown, what a great series! And for me, this box art, I was so chuffed when I picked this up. It was a game I got pretty much on release. Um, After all the hype, I was just so pleased. It was 4K Ultra HD, Xbox One X enhanced, and all the rest of it. But as I say, kind of didn't quite live up to the hype. But great game. I finished it. One of the rare games I finished. But to me, the box art did it a treat. Awesome stuff. Yeah. It was kind of um, sold as being a go anywhere, do anything, blow everything up, and your world will continuously change. But yeah, great game and great box art. Look at that green spine. Yeah. So much so I've got a sealed one over there as well. um, and then we'll move on to a bit of Nintendo. And I know James, he likes his import stuff. So this is going out to you, James. Now it's got to be part back to the 90s. And what is more 90s than Super Famicom or SNES and wrestling? Awesome stuff. Look at that. We've got the Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man. Yeah, absolute quality. That tells you all you need to know. Absolutely brilliant. Great game. Again, playing it nowadays, it's so basic. It hurts. But wow. Takes you right back to the 90s. Super WrestleMania. Obviously, I'm more familiar with the PAL box art, but I've got a little mini collection of Super Famicom stuff, boxes, and absolutely love them. Really cool. And he is right, old James. Generally, Japanese box art is better. And like I say, what's more 90s than wrestling on a Super Famicom? Great game, great box art, absolutely awesome. And then onto a bit more Nintendo. Now this was the first ever Japanese game I got for this console, and it started a bit of a trend. I've got about 13, 14 games on the console now that are Japanese. But it was this one that got me thinking, wow, the box art is just awesome. And it's a real step up from PAL. And that was Wave Race. Now this is one I got from Ali's, the Retro Hunter, Leon C, Southend Way. Great deal. It wasn't an expensive game by any means, but the box art proper sold it to me. And I think it was only last year I picked that up. May have been the year before. I've got a feeling it was about 15 quid. Ali's always fair at his store, and with his prices, all complete, awesome condition. It was in the old plastic protector as well. But wow, look at that. Such awesome artwork. And to be fair, the game looked beautiful, really did. The wave effects, the water effects, there was nothing else like it for its time. But yeah, awesome. So thanks, James. It's been great to look through and just sort of look at the box art rather than, you know, just all these spines. And you know, it does get a bit, I do get a bit lost for all the titles. So it's nice to just think about the odd game and pull it out and, as I say, drink it all in. So head on over to James's channel, Retro Import Gamer, and give him a sub, a like. No doubt you're already watching. But anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Me waffle on. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.